Are you getting frustrated because your ads on Facebook are either getting rejected or they're not being shown as much as they could be? There are reasons why ads get rejected and why they're not shown as much. So in this video, you're going to learn the top 3 reasons why Facebook rejects real estate ads and how to correct it. Take a look at this. Hello, this is Kevin Smollen with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, what we do is we help real estate agents generate all the leads they need for their business by teaching them how to market on Facebook. One of the things that we teach is a 1-hour system that they can get all their marketing done in less than an hour per week and generate 20 plus leads per week doing it. So with that, what we're going to do in today's video is I hear from people all the time that their ads are getting rejected and they don't know why. Or the ad isn't Facebook is limiting how many people see the ad. And in fact, some of these things that we're going to cover today, if you don't resolve them, it can actually hurt your ad account to where all the ads that you put out, regardless of whether they're picture perfect with Facebook's terms and conditions or not, can actually hurt you if again, you're not adhering to these things. So I'm going to talk about the top 3. That was a 3. Top 3 reasons why this happens and how to go about fixing it. So a couple resources. Number 1, down below, there is a link that I'm going to be showing you as part of this video. It's going to be a tool that Facebook provides. So I'll put that link down in the comment or in the description text below. Also down below, I will put our free course. So we have a free course about generating leads on Facebook. And then I'm also going to put a brand new course that I just finished over this last weekend called Facebook Buyer Leads Bootcamp 2.0. So this is a brand new course about how to be generating 20 plus leads per week, doing it very inexpensively using Facebook ads and having your follow-up system set up as well. So I'll put the link for that I'll put the link to that course down below. And for those of you that want to take the next step and learn how to actually do some of this, that course is nothing more than me sitting at my computer and you get to watch me set up a campaign start to finish, click by click. So you don't have to be technical, you just have to follow directions. And like I said, I'll put that down below. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Now, the number 1 reason why Facebook actually rejects an ad, especially in the real estate industry, is because they have this thing where they require you to certify compliance. It's one of those things that's hard to show you simply because once you've done this, you never have to do it again. And so all the accounts that I'm on, I've already done this, and so it's hard to recreate this. So I had to go Google an image of this. But you'll notice right here, what happens is if you submit an ad, especially if it's your first one, and your ad is specific to the real estate industry. So it says right here, it looks like your ad may be for housing, employment, or credit opportunities. If your ad is for a housing, employment, or credit opportunity, you'll need to certify that you'll comply with our policy prohibiting discrimination and with applicable anti-discrimination laws. So here's the thing. When you submit an ad on Facebook, Facebook will normally scan it before you even hit the submit button. And frequently, this box right here will pop up right on the final step of your ad manager when you're submitting the ad. All you have to do is click this little button that says Certify Compliance. A little box will pop up that says, I agree that I'm not going to discriminate on any of the protected statuses, race, religion, gender, blah, 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 blah. So it's going to ask you to certify that you're not going to discriminate. You're just going to check that little box and say, I agree. And that's done. With that, Facebook will accept all of your real estate ads. So in the real estate industry, this is the number 1 reason why ads get rejected is simply because they haven't certified compliance. This is just you stating that you're going to not discriminate. And the funny thing is, if you were running ads in any other industry, if you were just selling some kind of some kind of product, some kind of skincare lotions, I don't know, whatever the heck you were selling, this would never even pop up. But because you're in the real estate industry, this will pop up. So again, all you have to do is click this little button that says Certify Compliance, and that's all there is to it. Now, if you do get, like I said, normally this shot right here that you see will pop up when you're submitting your ad. And so you can just certify compliance before you even submit it. If for some reason you get past that, Facebook doesn't recognize it. Here's another screenshot. You'll notice that inside the ad itself, when you're doing the editing, it'll say not approved. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. But it says not approved, and then it just says right here that you have to certify compliance. So again, there's this button down here that says confirm and close. So you can go down here, confirm, certify compliance. And so again, that's how you can do it. That's the number one reason why ads get rejected. So in that case, they reject the ad flat out. They won't show it at all. So that is a huge one. You want to make sure that you certify compliance. Again, it's a one-time thing. Once you've done that, you never have to do it with any other ads that you're submitting. Okay, so that's the first reason. The second reason why a lot of ads get rejected, or they limit how much exposure or impressions that the ad gets, is because the ad has too much text in it. So Facebook has a rule where they want to make sure that 20% or less of the image that you're using for your ad is not text. So if the text is more than 20% of the image, then there's a scale. They start limiting how much they show it. And then if there's too much text, they just flat out reject it. So there's this cool little tool that Facebook gives called the image text check. So there's this link or this URL right up here. Again, I'm going to put the link for this tool in the description below so you have that. But it's this cool little tool where you can test an image before you actually set up the ad. So I'll give you an example. So here is one. So here's one that I just did yesterday for a client, and you'll notice there's a little bit of text on it. So there's some text down here talking about the city, a little bit of information about what it is, the property that we're marketing. And so there is some text on here. But you'll notice when I run this, I get this, or when I upload this image as a test, I get this notification. It says image text okay, meaning I fit within their guidelines. My ad will run normally. So there's this little rating scale over here where, again, I got this message that says everything's fine. There's other ones where it says your ads reach may be slightly lower, your ads reach may be much lower, or your ad may not run, meaning it's just got way too much text. So I'll show you an example of that. So I'm going to upload an image that I use for a thumbnail on YouTube, which has lots of text on it. So here's a thumbnail. You notice it's got tons of text right here. It's probably over 50% of the image. And you'll notice I get this notification right here. You may not reach your audience because there's just too much text in the ad image. Facebook prefers ad images with little or no text. Unless you qualify for an exception, change your image before placing your order. So again, this is a helpful tool to know. It's a good rule of thumb to also know that if you're running an ad, the text has to be less than 20%. Otherwise, it's just going to limit how many people see your ad. And since we want to get as much exposure as possible, that's one of those rules and one of those guidelines that we want to fit within. So again, that's the second reason why ads will either be rejected or shown to fewer people, is simply because it's just got too much text on the image that you're using. So again, this is a great little tool. You can test an image before you set up your ad or your post, and it makes life a lot easier. So again, you can get the link for that down in the description below. The third and final reason that we're going to cover as to why ads either get rejected or, same thing, Facebook limits how many people see your ad, is what Facebook calls a quote-unquote negative experience. So I did a video about negative experience ads, I don't know, I guess it was about a month or two ago. It's been a little while. So I'll put a link to it right here where you can click on it and go watch that video of what the full description of what that is and how to fix it. But a negative experience ad, in order to understand why it's an issue, you have to understand what's called the Facebook algorithm. So the algorithm on Facebook is a formula for determining what information to put inside your newsfeed. So there's just so much content that's being published that Facebook, it's impossible for them to put every piece of content in front of your eyes. So there's a filtering process that they use to determine what the best content is to put in front of you that's going to keep you engaged, keep you excited, keep you using Facebook. So some of that formula is based on your relationships and friendships that you have with people. Some of it is your demographics. Some of it is your things that you routinely search for or you routinely like or comment or share. And then also ads are a major part of that algorithm. We use that a lot with our advertising to get, to get that those prime spots that Facebook sells to advertisers. So with all of that being part of the algorithm, again, part of the algorithm is things that you're liking, commenting, and sharing. And so Facebook's perception and their thought process is if a post is getting a lot of likes and comments and shares, then it must be great content. And so they show that to more people organically for free, right? Without an ad. So when you're asking people on a post to like, comment, or share things that will manipulate that algorithm, Facebook calls that a negative experience. So I've pulled this up. I've tried to block off this agent's name. I have no idea who they are. They're out of state, but if this agent ever watches the video, don't want him to think I'm calling him out. So again, I don't know who this is, and I've strategically positioned the post so that you can't see his name. But see how he's asking people to like, comment, and share. Now, if you're just doing that within a post, you're okay. But if he wanted to run an ad and promote this, he would actually get shut down. So very similarly, Facebook would send him a notification that says either your reach is going to be much lower or we're just going to reject the ad, and they're going to reject it for what they call a quote unquote negative experience. So anytime you're asking people to like, comment, share, tag somebody, any of that Facebook vernacular that actually manipulates the algorithm, Facebook will punish you for that, especially if you're running an ad. So the fix for that is don't ever use any of those Facebook terms inside a post, asking someone to like, comment, share. This is a perfect example of what not to do. If he were to run an ad on this post right here, he would absolutely get flagged for a negative experience. So that's the fix. That's the other reason why you're either getting your ad rejected or it's not showing up. The other thing about negative experience ads, and this is why it's a big deal, is they'll tell you in the notifications that if you don't correct this and you keep doing it, that all of your ads, whether they're negative experience or not, will be shown to a smaller audience for a period of time until you demonstrate a track record of not doing that. So again, this can have a negative effect on all of your ads, this one specifically, if it's something that you're not dealing with and changing. So that is the third thing that you'll specifically want to pay attention to with your ads, is make sure you're not asking people to like, comment, share. That's what's going to get you in trouble. So that is today's video on the top 3 reasons why ads either get rejected or why they get, they limit how many people actually see the ad. So hopefully this video was helpful for you, just improving and refining what you're doing with your Facebook marketing. As always, if you've liked the video, give us a like. Again, we appreciate the positive feedback, and anything that you do to like and comment on our videos certainly helps us out, and I'm very grateful for that. So thank you. Other thing is, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. Every single week we put out brand new videos like this where we're showing you brand new lead generation campaigns, new ways to generate leads, ways to improve and refine what you're doing with your marketing. So this is one of the best, I'm a little biased, but it's one of the best real estate marketing Facebook channels, or excuse me, YouTube channels out there. So subscribe to the channel, and then also click the bell for notifications. You'll be notified every single time we put out a new video. So thank you for being here. As always, there's some free resources as well as some of our, as well as one of the online courses down below on generating Facebook leads. So with that, make it a great week. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. Happy to answer them. Otherwise, make it a great week, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.